It takes KODY WOAH, KODY WOAH, no spaces, to 50500. You're gonna get the link to the mixtape. You're gonna get my Instagram, my website I got, and you're gonna get a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll have your information so we can send you, keep you updated with what we got going on.
Man, shit.
Yeah.
They got this shit together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas just be dropping mixtapes and be like, go get my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And then that be it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thought process was to just make the mixtape, and then okay, we got the mixtape. I don't know how we gonna get these motherfuckers into it, but fuck it. Yeah. Hopefully they'll just come across that motherfucker and the cover look good enough to make them stop. You know what I'm saying? But that's start out, man. You know, half this business is, well, 98% of this business is your marketing and promotion. You know what I'm saying? The music is just the, you know, that's the extra part of it. If your music is good to go with, you know, your business part of it, then, you know, you out of here.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people make a lot of money off terrible music. You know what I mean? Because they business right.
They got the business right.
You got the music, then you got the music business. You know
so speaking of your music, because I already know you got the business part going on. You showed that from your first 5-10 seconds on the air.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
So on the music side of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, how good is your music? Tell everybody how good your music. And I know everybody like to say that. Yeah. But for somebody who got their business straight like that, man, your music gots to be.
Yeah, man, you know, I don't really like to, you know, like brag too much.
But we in the trap, man. We got to now. Sometimes you got to pull your dick out and slap a nigga with it every now and then, man. You know what I'm saying? We all right. We in the trap right now, man. So I'm giving you permission in this trap to go ahead and slap some of these niggas across the head with your dick.
Well, look, man, you know, I'm on these niggas' ass for real, man. I'm at their head, man, right now, you know. Man, this tape, man, I'm applying a lot of pressure, man, from 1 through 13, man, you know. I could have put 30 songs on that motherfucker ride all the way through, but you know.
But you know what though? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes, man, and it go back to even what you was saying about niggas, you know, putting out a bunch of shitty music. But a lot of the main problem is niggas be having just too much music on the mixtape. When you keep it short and sweet, you give niggas reasons to keep coming back to your tape and keep playing it over and over and over and over. When you got 20, 25, 30 songs on that motherfucker one time, I'm done. If I don't fly this motherfucker out the window, you know what I'm saying?
285 that motherfucker.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, you good.
Perfect cutoff number. You know what I'm saying? That's enough songs right there for me to listen from 1 to 13 and know how much I like it, and then start it back over and listen again because it's riding like that.
Yeah, like 48 minutes. It's nice, decent.
48 minutes. That's all you need. It don't take 2 hours to listen to a whole album just to find one song you like.
You can't get your point across in under an hour, man.
And be done with it.
Yeah, you need to get your
That's
point
all
across.
it takes.
Yeah.
So 13 songs on here, and you say it's good to ride from beginning to end.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on here? Your personal favorite?
My personal favorite, probably I Did It.
I Did It.
Yeah, it's
13 on the way out.
It's the last song on there. It's my favorite just because, you know, it's I'll just tell a couple like real life stories on there. Well, I don't really tell, I just like brush on it a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's like the first song where I really just like, I actually wrote this song first, but it's like the last song on the tape. But I like kind of opened up a little bit on it, you know what I mean? And like, I got a little personal, man. I think I shed a tear or two when I was doing the first verse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what make it. That's what make it like it is, because it's something personal to you. You know what I'm saying? It got some meaning. Yeah. So I get that right there. You know, when I first started with Camouflage, you know, R.I.P. Camouflage. Matter of fact, his
legend, man.
It just, you know, his death anniversary was just passed May 19th. But you know, some of the music that we used to do, it was real personal to him. You know, when we was sitting in the studio working on it, he'll be working on certain songs, and then, you know, like you said, you know, he'll shed a tear right there in the song. So you know them kind of songs, and you can even hear it when you listen to the song, that song meant a lot to you because it's really coming from a place.
Yeah, it fuck you up. It just be like songs like that. You really won't talk about stuff like that. Like you rather like the only way you express it if you go in there and like, you know what I mean, just rap about it. You know what I mean, that's the only way you really can get certain shit off your chest. So.
And see, I think that's what's important about music. I think that's missing in music today, because I believe in mood music. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that puts you in the mood and make you feel, because everybody got stories that they can relate to, some kind of personal story. 9 times out of 10, something that happened in your life is probably something that happened in mine. Exactly. And everybody else is sitting in this room, and it makes it more personal like that. Right now, you know, everybody just on turn up, turn up, turn up. It's okay to turn up, but you can't turn up 24/7. Your ass gonna be dead. All the time. Yeah. You can't turn every single, you know what I'm saying? So I like music, like in other words, you might hear this 10 years later, and you remember exactly where you was when you first heard that song, because it put you in a frame of mind. It made you feel a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like music is missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I think people just so caught up in like, I need a hit, I need a hit, I need a hit. I want to get on the radio, and they forget like, why are you doing this in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't even really be about the money at this point. The money gonna come if you really into it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna spend a lot of money before you even make money off of it. Right. At the beginning. And I mean, that's why your heart got to be into it. Like,
let me ask you that. In today's state of the music business, how much heart do you really think going into a lot of this music? You think it's mostly about the dollars, like you were saying, or heart? How much in today's music with the artists that's popping right now, how much of this do you think is money driven and love, or just music driven?
You know, that's a good question. I think, like, depending on the artist, like, you know, some people like Jay, like, I don't even know if he just like, he don't need the money. You know what I'm saying?
He don't need the money. Yeah. So obviously he doing it for the love.
I think the music just put him on like a platform to like influence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but a lot of guys, I don't think they really love what they doing. They think, oh, I'm finna give me some money.
Quick check.
Fuck some bitches. Like, that's why it's 100,000 rappers just in Atlanta alone. You know what I mean? Just because it's just something to do. Like, motherfuckers be bored all the time. So they just like, oh, I'm finna go in here and rap. You got trap niggas wanna rap. Like, no pun intended, you know, trap niggas. Like, motherfuckers goddamn, like, shit, I might as well do it. I got money. Like, and that's what got the game, like, kind of dense.
It's fucked up right now. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes, man, I turn on the radio and I hear one song. I can turn the radio off, turn it right back on 5 minutes later, and I promise you it sounds like I'm still hearing the same song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like a formula has been laid. And I don't even know if I should place myself at fault with this, because I can't really place myself in the producers that really started, you know, the wave of trap music, the trap sound and all that. You know, myself, Drummer Boy, Shawty Red, and Zaytoven, because I think everybody else is kind of just, you know, a lot of the producers that came after us is emulating our sound. Yeah. And so I don't know, maybe it's the gift and the curse, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, once the trap sound was patented like that, it's like everybody, they gotta do that sound.
Yeah, you see, it's a formula. Like, people don't understand, just because it worked for him don't mean it's gonna work for you. Right. Like, you can't just pick up a basketball and try to shoot like Kobe Bryant. Like,
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah. Like, you have to figure out what works for you. Like, you got solid players and people like TrapRadio. Like, he know he ain't finna go in there and get 30 a game, but what he do is he stick to his strong points and what he do. You know what I'm
saying? Do what you do.
Yeah, so many people trying other people's formula. That's why you turn the radio on, like you said, and it sound like, then you cut it off, you cut it back on, and you think it's one long ass song, but long song. Yeah, it's 2 or 3, 4 different songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even down to me, even down to, you know, originality. It just seemed like today is cool if one nigga do a style or a swag that is appealing to the masses, then this man do it, and then this man do it, and then this man do it, and then with beats, you know, like I ain't never heard so many different producers using the same drum sounds. Yeah, the same. Like, I used to, you know, I come from a generation where I used to purposely keep my drum sounds from people. I don't want you to get my sound, because if you get my sound, you might have, you know, some formulas to, you know, when people ask why my shit sound the way, because I crafted this shit like that. Yeah. I didn't just go on the internet and download some sounds that was already there from. I made my sounds. You know, I spent time in the lab, you know, sampling sounds from old records and all that, tweaking them and perfecting what it is that I do. And nowadays, if you leave a sound open or something like that, niggas grab that shit and they playing your same sounds. You know what I'm saying? Same way as if you got a style on one of these songs and it hit, it's gonna be 10 niggas doing your style.
Yeah, and that just
immediately.
Yeah, that just come from, you know, just lack of originality though. Like it's terrible out here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want to sound like everybody else. You know what I mean? It's just bad business.
So you sound like, you know, to me, man, you like a breath of fresh air. Like every now and then you need that breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that truly got love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I'm only 23, but I've been like my love of music run deeper than just like rap. You know what I mean? From like when I was staying at my grandma's house and she had these big records and stuff. You know what I mean? Her and my granddad playing them and stuff like that.
That's funny, right? I'm gonna tell you why that's funny. He said at his grandma's house, and they had like these big records. When I was growing up, the big record was the shit I was trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's what DJs, you know what I'm saying? I came up trying to be a DJ and shit like that. So the big records is what we was taking the sounds from. You know, I mean, you had CDs, but they didn't have nothing where you could do the DJ and shit with the CD. So them big records, what you call them.
You used to do a little DJing?
We needed them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like so and it's funny because it's the same story with me. My grandma and my granddaddy, you know, I was going through they big record stash, and I was going through they shit, and that's how I was finding old records to sample and shit that they was listening to when they grew up and shit like that. So it's funny how, you know, the generations, it still be the same thing. You know, and that's another reason I can tell that, you know, you got a genuine love of music is period itself, because you just said being at your grandma's house.
Yeah.
And going through her stash and listening to some of those records.
Yeah, that you know, I ain't gonna lie, that old school music should be the best. You know what I mean? Like,
it's feel good music.
Yeah. It just like you said, like when you hear it, it just do something to you. It ain't like rap, you get on the club, you turn up, but like that type of stuff, like you said, you remember where you was at, what you was doing, and
everything.
It like it sparks something in you. You know what I mean? So
who's some of your influences? Just period, not necessarily just rap alone, just in music, period.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, really, James Brown, man, I think he like a dope
this
guy.
Man said James Brown. You 23?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie,
this man said James Brown. I ain't never heard a young nigga say James Brown.
I was just listening to him earlier. You know what I mean, but I was so ignorant when I was younger. I used to be like, man, James Brown trying to be like Michael Jackson. I used to be.
Actually, Michael Jackson was trying to be like James Brown. So it was the other way around.
I was so ignorant, you know what I mean? But when the movie came out, I watched the movie, and it made me just like I was like, oh shit, I gotta go down. What the hell going on? And that made me do all my research, and like I learned like he the most sampled artist of all time, like right now.
Bruh, let me tell you, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I know you the real deal. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't endorse a lot of niggas. I'm endorsing him right now. He the real deal, cause me and him from two different generations. I'm a little bit older than him, but when I was a little kid, I hated James Brown. Like my mama them, you know, my grandparents them, they listened to James Brown. I hated that shit. But through rap, it made me kind of, because everybody was sampling James Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to a lot of the music that I grew up with, and it made me start doing research on James Brown. This nigga was retarded with it.
Yeah, I ain't know he made everybody play that instrument like a drum. Like he kind of like, I ain't gonna say he birthed hip hop, but he kind of like, he got a big
you can call him, and even James Brown would kind of call himself the Godfather of Rap. You really can call James Brown the Godfather of Rap, because a lot of James Brown's music was done in a rap style. Like he always rhymed with what he was saying.
Yeah, he had the horns. Like I listened to the Payback earlier, like the big Payback. Like he made his horns.
Nigga know that shit.
Like boom, boom.
You hear this?
Yeah.
Like, hey. New niggas in the game. I ain't never heard none of. It might have hope. As many rappers we done had come on this show, not one of them, not now, nutter, not now, nutter said anything about James Brown. We done had some producers come on the show, and they're talking, but not one new rapper came on the show and mentioned anything about an old school artist like James Brown influencing them in rap.
Yeah, he just laid down the foundation.
And then, but not only that, you know something about him. He played the instruments like you play the drums. Yeah. Like that's only somebody who really study music can say some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't know where you're going unless you done study, like, you know, the people behind you and like what did they do. Like, you got to learn from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and him,
you want to be great.
Yeah, if you
got to
study
greatness.
Like, you know, like shoot. If you want to be Michael Jordan, I mean, if you want to be the best rapper, you got to watch Michael Jordan.
Got to watch Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just want to be great. Like, that's crazy.
You got to study the greatness. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, you really dropping a lot of bombs on everybody, because one thing I always try to tell people that's coming in the game trying to get in, like, if you really want to be good at this shit, you need to be able to go back 3 generations of music. You need to know, of course, you know your music, but you should also know your parents' music, what they grew up to, and you should know your grandparents' music, what they grew up to. Just being able to go back just 3 generations will teach you, or it'll put the knowledge in you to where if I want to make a record that sounds like something from the 80s, I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
If I want to make something that sounds like it came from the 70s, I can do it, because I studied them great artists. For greatness is greatness. Right. It don't matter what era it was in. Exactly. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, on up to the 2000s.
Because it's going to stick.
You a 90s baby, right?
Yeah.
I'm an 80s baby. I grew up to Michael Jackson was my nigga.
Okay. Hey,
greatness.
Ain't nothing wrong with Mike, man.
Greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So generation before us, James was they nigga.
Yeah.
Greatness. But for Michael Jackson, his nigga was James.
Exactly.
Greatness.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So greatness, if you, like you saying, you know, if you want to be the next Jordan, you got to study, you know, Kobe and LeBron, they both right there, 1A and 1B, but both of them looked up to who?
Jordan. I don't care how you tell people be trying to say, oh, nah, I like Magic. Nigga, you watch Jordan. You want to be like Mike. Nigga. You put them Jordans on. You want to be like Mike and try to jump high like everybody else. Nigga.
You wanted to be like Mike. That's all it is to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So your influences, you got old school influences. You just dropped the CD. When did it drop?
It dropped 3 o'clock today on Live Mixtape.
Today.
Yeah.
It just dropped today.
Yeah, today, man.
It just dropped today. It's brand spanking new. So this is my copy right here?
Yeah, we're going to leave you a few of them things, man.
Yeah, because I got to check you out, man. You know, like a lot of, man, and I'm going to just keep it real, because we're in the trap. You can't come in the trap and just be lying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to keep it real. It's a lot of niggas, man, I really just don't care to listen to, because I done heard that shit before. Yeah. And I'm going to just keep it real. That's how I feel about it. Like, niggas come with they shit. Yo, check my mixtape out. I can already tell I done heard that shit before. Yeah, and I can look at some of the titles with them niggas and be like, I done heard that shit before. you know what I'm saying? I done heard that shit before. Yeah. But, you know, like, I'm looking at some of your titles right here. Like, it's shit. I just went through, it's already one that stand out to me. Relationships. Yeah. I don't see that on these niggas who shit I done already heard before. Oh, yeah, man. I ain't even listened to their CD. But I went right down to yours and I saw Relationships. Yeah, you gonna like that's that some shit that's different.
You gonna like that. That's real different.
Blessings. Yeah. Nino, which I can probably figure that out.
Yeah.
I did it. You already, discussed that right there. Releasing it all. You know what I'm saying? Man, it already, just some of your titles is different from the shit that I done heard. Like, niggas, I look at their CD and be like, I done heard that shit, nigga. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you offering me that's different? You know what I'm saying?
Probably none, man. You know, you gotta put thought into everything. You can't just like, drop this tape. I made this song. What was the last word I said on that? Okay, that's gonna be the name of the song. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, and niggas do that shit.
Yeah, they
too.
They do.
Niggas really be doing that shit. I done heard niggas do that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So who's the producers you work with on here?
the main guy I work with on here is Gifted on track. He did 6 tracks on here.
Is he in house with y'all?
Yeah, he in house. He do a lot of work with us. He a good dude.
See, that's another that's gonna set you apart too, because nothing what I really don't like in today's music. Don't nobody have no sound no more. Everybody using everybody, so everybody sound like everybody.
Right.
When you got an in-house producer that produces most of your album, it gives you a sound.
Right.
Drake, can't nobody fuck with Drake, cause Drake ain't getting no. He not leaving 40. Yeah. And the other nigga, what's the other nigga name? Boy Wonder. He not leaving them too.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Jay-Z always had a sound because he always gonna come back to Just Blaze,
Ye.
Tim.
Yeah,
Yay, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a core sound, your core sound is always going, if anybody think about Michael Jackson, his worst albums was after Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Because it takes it's somebody else.
Yeah.
His core sound ain't there
chemistry,
no more.
Yeah, that chemistry, you build somebody. Yeah, you got to.
So you got a chemistry. If you got a chemistry with, and he got these many tracks on the album, then that mean you got a sound.
Yeah, he definitely did a lot more. I like I said, he did more songs, but I was like, oh man, you Dana did the whole tape. So I was like, he did 6, 30 Rock did 2 of them, and my buddy DB did the other ones on there. So that was, and then everybody that make beats that I got production from, we actually like got a real relationship. So it just actually be like a good vibe when we go in there. It don't be nothing forced, cause you can't just meet somebody, and goddamn just be like, oh, we gonna go record, cause the chemistry ain't there.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Jay was even saying that about like Timberland. He said they couldn't even like keep their chemistry together that long. You know what I'm saying? Cause they was always beefing or whatever. He said now he can rock with Timberland cause he more humble or whatever. Yeah. But he said before like egos was kind of clashing, cause I guess the chemistry one there like it be with like
egos can clash in this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody I got like kind of like we on the same page, one accord.
Yo, man, KODY WOAH, man, tell everybody where they can find you. We gotta go to a commercial break, and we gonna get into your video. Okay. But give everybody your social media, wherever they can find you and all that to let them know where. Man, first my website KODYWOAH.com, KODYWOAH.com. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything KODY WOAH. I mean, simple, plain. KODYWOAH. Keep it simple. KISS. So, introduce the video that we're about to get into.
Just the video for I think like No More. I think.
Is it No More?
Oh, it's a teaser. Yeah, it's a little teaser for No More. This is one more of them heartfelt tracks. God dang. It's me talking about my life a little bit. I try to say that for the end, like the second to last song on there. So. Oh, it's a performance video? Oh, you want me to? Oh, you want? Oh, yeah. I'm saying that's what y'all want me to do.
Oh, we about to get into it. Yeah, we about to get into it.
Yeah, it's just like a little teaser. It ain't like the whole video. Ain't like
okay. Just okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
So you heard it live in the trap. I'm already interested in where this man's career is starting from and gonna go. He said a lot of things that piqued my interest. You know what I'm saying? So, KODY WOAH, you know what I'm talking about?
In the trap.
Be on the lookout live in the trap. We only bring the realest. You feel me?